parts I wanted to mention is how can we produce more salmon? It's obviously also through land-based farming, right? We strongly believe in the future of land-based farming. Our recent investment in Salmon Evolution in Norway that you may have seen in the news.
Indeed, yeah.
Of that. We believe that the land-based farming will expand in the key producing countries today, but as well close to the consuming areas, right? So I think we talked about the US market earlier. Once the land-based farming solutions are, I would say, up and running or ready to go, right? And we know that some of the key producers have had some issues recently, but we are convinced they will find solutions. So once the industry is ready to go on RAS or hybrid flow-through systems like our Salmon Evolution partners, we believe that this will expand not only in Norway, Chile, but as well in very close to the consumption areas.
Yes,
that is going to be a massive opportunity to increase the production of
right.
salmon.
Yeah. We recently, in a joint effort with Undercurrent News, did a market intelligence report, and we found that there are at least or about 15 salmon RAS projects under construction right now, and there seemed to be a period of grace where several projects got financed. And of course, one of them you've backed with Salmon Evolution. And I tend to look at this as a cohort of companies that will join Atlantic Sapphire in proving to the rest of the world that this technology works. And I'd be keen to get your thoughts on that, just how you see the 2021 story of RAS has been a little bit Atlantic Sapphire suffering with different issues, and investors have become quite pessimistic about this sector. But then Cargill seemed, I remember the timing of your investment was quite nice because nobody had really invested in a RAS facility in a couple of months. So you clearly are very still optimistic about this sector.
We are very optimistic about the sector, and I think what's important to notice is that Salmon Evolution has a different system that I personally strongly believe in, both from a sustainability point of view as well as from an animal welfare point of view, right? So the hybrid flow-through system is different than RAS. It's not the same technology, right? Salmon Evolution is having the recirculation of the water through its system. Very different than in a RAS facility. So I'm not the best expert to explain you the specific technology of Salmon Evolution, and maybe you could interview my friend Eken, who's the CEO of Salmon Evolution, to get more information. But their technology is different. Their technology is, I believe, extremely interesting, again, from a sustainability and animal welfare point of view. We are going to develop with them a specific feed for this specific technology. And we are going to partner to find a way to produce the most effective nutrition to this type of new technology. So not everything is a RAS and not everything is the same as Atlantic Sapphire, actually. I think all of these producers are trying to create the best possible technology that will have the best opportunity to thrive in the future, right? So I think I think we need to be careful not to identify everybody into the same box or the same bucket here, right? There's a wide variety of different technologies, which is important, I think, to study and understand. We strongly believe in Salmon Evolution's new technology. By the way, you may have seen that the market cap on the stock exchanges are fluctuating a lot. And when Atlantic Sapphire got issues, most of the RAS listed companies got hit, but Salmon Evolution did not, right? So you can see that the market actually recognizes the differences. Now, having said that, I also believe in RAS systems, right? I think they're also going to be successful. I was
going to ask you that.
Right, yeah. I think Salmon Evolution has a better and stronger technology, and that's why we invested in them. But I believe that the RAS system will also find solution and will also be there. And we as Cargill support land-based farming in general, right? We want land-based farming to be successful, and we'll be there for all the customers and producers to help them improve. Our Canadian business is working very, very closely to several RAS producers already selling feed to them. But there, what really matters is for the feed producers to be willing to invest time and resources in research and development to make the RAS and hybrid flow through and other technology successful, right? I'm going back to this concept of a very strong partnership that's needed between the feed producer and the farmer. We need to work hand in hand to overcome challenges, being sustainability or survivability in the cage.
Right? Yeah, that's great. I've got 3 more questions that I'm mindful of the time. I don't want to keep you too long.
No, it's a pleasure to discuss with you this morning, Matt.
Yeah, no, perfect. Now, so I mean, when we talk about Cargill's, I'll start with the hard question first. So when we talk about Cargill's involvement in salmon evolution, I think a couple of years ago, one of your predecessors at Cargill mentioned that Cargill may end up owning farming facilities, and we do see Cargill owning actual farming assets in other types of protein systems. I just wondered if that's something that Cargill is looking at in aquaculture.
So we are not so much into willing to become farmers ourselves. We are willing to partner with the farmers, and partner with the farmers could mean that we are investing with them. But we see the farmers as our partners, our customers. We don't want to become, at this stage, Cargill doesn't have the willingness to be farming ourselves on our own, right? We see that it's not our core competency. We are very strong on the ingredients. We are very strong on the feed. We are very strong on the processing and on the going into our big retail customers around the world to sell the products of processing, right? So we are very strong basically everywhere in the supply chain around the farmer, right? Mm-hmm. But we see that the farmers are better than us, right? To be the one breeding the animals and raising the animals. Having said that, we're very much interested to invest in farming companies so that this partnership mindset I was describing through our discussion, Matt, becomes real from an equity standpoint as well, right? So you will see us investing in farming facilities, but most of the time as a minority investment or as a co-investment. Mm-hmm. You will not see us anytime soon becoming farming ourselves on our own. I don't see that.
Yeah. Well, would the target acquisitions be more on the new technology side, like salmon evolution, or could we see investments in traditional farming companies as well?
Both sides, yes. You will see us going into both the traditional farming investments as well as the new technologies. We really want to make real now this mindset of win-win partnership with our farmers, with the customers.
Okay.
And so yes, we will be investing. We will be open to invest. We have several discussions going on as we speak today. So you will see this coming.
Right.